What's up, guys? Here with another video. We're here to actually kind of do a reaction video to the fight. We all just finished watching it. We watched it a little bit later in the day because we had things to do in the morning.
I slept all day.
Yeah, I mean, he slept and he was late to the time we were going to watch the fight. But anyways, I got Ty here with me and also Zach, or Trappleseed.
John Trappleseed.
Yeah, there you go.
Youngest to ever do it. Hardest in the game right now.
Get out of here, fool. Alright, so we're just going to start by talking, because we can't really show you guys the fight, because it was kind of like a pay-per-view fight. So we can't like pull up clips and you guys see what we're talking about. But we're kind of just going to run through and talk about each fight and who won, if we thought it was a good fight. So the first two fights, actually, the pay-per-view stream thing messed up. So we actually didn't get to see the first two fights, which I didn't really realize until now when I went back and I'm like looking at all the fights that happened. So yeah.
We're just gonna skip past it because we don't know honestly what happened. So
the fight we started off with was the JMX and Coach Richard fight. And honestly, Coach Richard didn't throw hands at all. He wasn't ready for this fight.
I didn't see it.
That fool was trash.
It wasn't JMX like way taller than him?
Yeah,
Had, like, a
JMX.
crazy reach on him?
Yeah, JMX actually had like 4-inch reach on him, and also he was like 3 or 4 inches taller than him.
Yeah.
Alright, we're good.
Alright. So yeah, he didn't get to see that one. He was late for that one, but he got to see the next one. So the one after that was the one I was really looking forward to, and it was Face Sensei, and yeah, over to Flow. I don't know.
I don't know. Sensei won and he repped Face pretty well. You know, Face Clan, youngest trick shotters to ever do it, hardest in the game right now. Shout out Face. Phase up.
Phase up, for real?
Phase up.
Dang. Are you good with Cloud Game too?
Phase up.
Well, I don't know. Face Sensei, he wasn't doing anything until towards the end of the fight. When over to Flow started like he did like a trip on him and like took him to the mat, or not the mat, but the
Slam that fool straight on his back.
It was kind of weird. And then like the third round or whatever, Sensei like got mad after that and he just started wailing on the kid. Like he should have been doing it the whole fight. I don't know why he wasn't. It looked like he was going easy on him until the very end.
Sensei gave him the hands, the young Face hands. Gave it to him.
Yeah. I don't know. He also has background in that too. He did a couple UFC fights, so.
MMA.
Yeah. MMA. Kind of same thing.
We're uncultured.
Yeah,
Uncultured swine.
Twinsies. Next one, I don't even know how to say his name. Raka Akarka versus Scarce. Dude.
It's Raka Raka. Or Raka Raka.
Raka Raka.
Is that
We're
right?
just
I
gonna
think
go
it's
with that. I'm
Raka
sorry
Raka.
if we pronounce it wrong.
They don't have
It's a
phonetics in here, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Scarce? That dude's funny looking.
Dude, that dude got thrown around. Dude got thraxed like a bajillion times. It was pretty funny.
What was weird is he was holding his hands like this, and the dude was just like punching straight down the middle of his hands.
Yeah.
It was like, what was the point of holding your hands?
And then when he got the block right, he put his hands right on his head, so it was just. I don't know if you paid attention in school, but there's this thing called, what's it, kinetic energy?
I didn't pay attention in school.
I think it's kinetic energy. Some kind of energy where force you know Newton balls? It works like that. Well, this straight just Newton ball this dude to the face. And, you know Newton balls, right? Where you pull it and it was.
I know what Newton balls are. Fool.
I'm gonna just be honest. Scares looks like a me character. Straight off the Wii.
Dude, it was funny because even in his weigh-ins, his chest was flat, and then his rib cage went in.
Dude, he was sucking in.
And then it went out, and he had like fat hanging off the end. It was so weird.
From when he lost weight, it was a flat pack.
Yeah.
You can see it.
What's up, guys? It's Scares here.
I don't think you can say that. It's a
No, that's
Copyright.
yeah.
Got your head.
Fine.
I didn't know these next guys either, but Eason Gibb versus Jay Swingler.
Is this the one where he was repping the Supreme Road?
Yeah, that's the one.
Alright, hold on.
Because that was right before the Jake Paul fight.
He had the hype beast energy and it came through because he got the dub. I'm just gonna say that Supreme Everlast robe gave him probably 100% more energy, and you know, it paid off. The robe, the high beast energy, works out. Cop some
like
Supreme.
one of the
The
singers
resale is going up by the minute. Cop it right now.
He looked like one of the singers from the Cheetah Girls with that robe, though.
Yeah, he was.
Honestly, Zach kept saying it was Supreme, but I was like, bro, it says Everlast on it. Like, I was so clueless. And then when he turned around, like, why he was walking to the stage, and like, he was like, dude, look at the Supreme on the back. Like, he was like repping it hard.
I don't know if he'll focus it, but you know, right here.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it was kind of hard. High beast.
It did look pretty good.
He was repping it. I give him props. Cloud tokens right there. Cloud tokens.
Hey, I
Get
will
your
say,
clout.
I thought that dude was gonna get his nose broken because if you watch the fight, his nose is sticking out of the headgear like 3
It
inches.
really was.
Because
Gave
he's
him
got
the
a
hands
really
up.
big nose.
Gave him the hand.
Yeah, he didn't get tired at all through the fight either. Like, Swingler, like, was getting tired towards the end, and literally, like, this ate and a seat. I don't care.
Jib.
Yeah,
He's
jib.
Give Gibson.
Yeah, that fool, he didn't get tired at all.
High
He was,
beast energy.
It's the
he was
Supreme
literally
energy, dude.
just like
High beast
swinging, bro. Not even like throwing like straight punches. It was just like.
Full unlimited power.
All right, so now we get to like the main events, and so next after this one was the Deji and Jake Paul fight, and in my opinion, I thought Jake Paul was gonna win. You thought
Jake Paul did win.
I know he won, but I'm saying, did you think he was gonna win?
Yeah, kinda.
Did you think he was gonna win?
Yeah. I was rooting for Deji, but you know,
Dude,
Jake Paul lit him up.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna say this: I really thought Jake Paul was gonna do like way more damage than he did, but Deji held his own, and props to that.
Deji was murking him the first few rounds.
Yeah.
Honestly, if they both took it more seriously at the start of their training, because like if you go back and watch their videos, these fools weren't doing nothing for like the first 3 months.
Yeah.
Like, and then they started training, so I don't know. They could have held their own better, but Jake Paul took advantage that Deji was like clueless and weak. So.
You hear that, Deji? He says he wants you. Another YouTube fight. Get him up.
You guys caught the Jake Paul merch though, right? Oh, it was a have to. Resales going up by the minute, like I said.
I mean, he said at the end of his fight, he said he gave himself a shout out and said, "I'm selling 400 of these."
500.
500.
Was it 5 4? I don't know. I copped like 20, so resale is going up.
Yeah. So I mean, if you guys want something, hit him up. Maybe pop tag right here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
You got that? It's good.
I don't know. There's not much to say about that fight. I didn't really like Jake Paul's stance. The entire time he was standing like he was wrestling. And that's like an easy like hook.
Yeah, he was sticking out his face a lot. That's why he got his nose cracked quite
Yeah.
a few times. It was leaking everywhere. It was it's pretty crazy.
I think it was better than the main event fight, though.
It was more intense.
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
was the main event fight. We'll
It was a
talk
cuddle
about it,
fest. It was
We'll
straight
talk
cuddle
about
fest.
it, yeah.
Who do you guys feel should have won the fight between KSI and Logan Paul?
I think it was right, Logan. I think Logan had the right win.
Logan didn't win. It was a draw.
Oh, I was thinking of the Jake Paul fight. My bad.
That's fool's blood.
I thought it was a buttload of crap, to be honest, especially with the cheap shots that KSI was throwing. After the bell rung, he went and sucker punched him in the head. I saw that. He kept going in, and you know, I know a lot of people are going to give Logan a lot of crap for putting him in a headlock, but I mean, that's just kind of instinct. When someone goes down there, you have no choice but to do that, especially when somebody like KSI is throwing out cheap shots like that.
What about you?
Pretty crazy fight, except for all the cuddling. You know, I give them props though. They were tired. I cuddle to you when I'm tired. You know.
It would have been a lot better without the headgear.
Oh yeah, they need
I
to
was
fight without the
really
headgear.
bummed.
But I don't know. Logan really had him the first few rounds. KSI came up swinging the very last round. That definitely helped out. Definitely made it a draw.
And
in my
Logan
opinion.
tired out.
I feel like if Logan would have like fought more in the last round, or if like KSI would have fought less, it would have definitely went to Logan, because he was throwing some haymakers the very first, like the first however many rounds, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
KSI came in clutch the very last round. Gave him all this energy he had. Logan couldn't even keep his hands up. Shoulders were too tired. So.
But he did have some. Even though his hands weren't up the whole time, I really liked his composure.
Yeah, he was very calm the
and
whole time.
even though he wasn't as light on his feet as KSI. I don't know if you paid attention, but when he was bobbing and weaving through the fights, they were all his feet and his body was really composed to where he wasn't tumbling around or anything like that.
Yeah, I felt like it took a few rounds for KSI to even figure out how to approach Logan, because Logan had a 4-inch reach on him, so that definitely was a big advantage.
That was a pretty big advantage.
Logan, I felt like Logan took the first. Whoa.
I mean, I'm not trying to like cuddle fest, but like I just
Are
realized
you tired, bro?
I'm not in frame.
Woo!
I'm getting kind of tired. It's pretty late.
Alright, but anyways, I feel like Logan won the first 2 rounds, then KSI won a round, then Logan won a round, and then KSI won the last 2. In my opinion, I think Logan could have secured his spot if he would have done something in the last round. He gave the fight totally away when he gave up and was completely tired. Now you saw KSI was tired on the other side also, but he put all he had left.
Yeah, I didn't notice that Logan was tired until after he fell. After he fell, I think that was kind of like the deal breaker. And then I noticed how tired Logan was, because before he fell, it's like all of his energy just snapped out of him after that fall.
Yeah.
Because he was holding his composure, and then once that fall, he was gone.
At the end of the day, it's YouTube and it's pure entertainment. I know it's really entertaining, so I enjoyed it.
So we just wanted to give you guys our little reaction about the fight, and also the fight that's going to be up in Hollywood. We may do another one on that one. We'll get to see the kind of who trains harder at this point, because they know how each other fight and how good they are now, so that
Who upped their game?
yeah, who upped their game and like stepped up to the plate to actually take the win instead of trying to do another draw or whatever like that. But I feel like it was all set up at the end of the day with the draw, because then they get a whole nother fight. They both make more money. So
Big millions going on. Big millions.
alright, so we'll see you guys next time. HANGZ episode 5, and we'll check you guys later. Peace.